welcome back to Jeremie. I'm Jeremy. If you're new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button down below. If you have seen a video that looks similar to this, it's because I'm wearing the same outfit and I am in the same location on the same day as one of my recipe videos. But I wanted to quickly show you guys a grocery haul from the international market. I actually just got back from the grocery store and I wanted to show you guys what I got because a lot of you like to ask me what I get from the international store and would like to see more things that I get from there. So I decided to show you guys what I got for today. Also, if you guys are interested in a video of me actually going to the store and would like to see like things that they offer, let me know down below or message me or give this video a thumbs up so I know that you guys might be interested in that. And I'll be sure to take my camera one of these days, vlog it, and show you guys what they have to offer because they just have so many cool things from so many different countries. So I would love to do that video if you guys are interested in it. Alright, so we're just gonna hop right into it. I grabbed the heaviest bag to get it over with. So this is just like a bag of cans, and sorry, I didn't bring my grocery bags with me. I actually forgot them at home, so this is why I have plastic bags today. So the first can, I have some jackfruit in brine. So basically, it's just jackfruit. And what I'm gonna be making for Thanksgiving are some pasteles. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically like the Puerto Rican tamales. I actually have a recipe video on that, so make sure you guys click up here to see that if you're interested, or check the link down below. But I wanted to make kind of like a pernil and also a chicken pastele recipe for Thanksgiving. So that's what this is gonna be used. So the next thing that I picked up is some coconut milk, and this is just the Goya brand. I prefer it. My mama told me to use the Goya brand when making coquito because it's just the perfect consistency and taste, and just Goya is everything. So just got some Goya coconut milk, and I'm gonna be making my coconut recipe for you guys. So I wanna make sure that I perfect it before I share the recipe. So be expecting that very soon to get yourselves a little bit tipsy. The next thing that we have are some cream of coconut. That's also going for the coquito recipe. And if I have any left over, I will refrigerate it and make some cocoa whipped cream for some kind of dessert this holiday season. Next, I picked up some pink beans, just the Goya brand, and also the red kidney beans. These are my favorite like beans to work with from the Goya brand. I just prefer these because they just go really well in my stewed bean recipe. And if you're interested in that recipe, make sure you guys also click down below or check up here if you're interested in that. So the next thing that I picked up are some Goya tomato sauces. This is what I use in most of my Puerto Rican dishes and my beans as well. So if you see any of my recipe videos, you may have seen me using this, or if you've seen any of my grocery hauls, you may have seen me pick this up because this is just a staple in a Puerto Rican household and in my household. So the next thing that I picked up is some garlic for my sofrito recipe. You can find that recipe again up here or down below. I normally like to peel my own garlic because I use the skin from the garlic to make vegetable broth, but I just don't have time for that today. So I will just quickly got this, and I'm also going to be using it to actually put the sofrito in this, so it's not going to make any of my jars smell like that fresh, strong smell that it has. So I'll just reuse the plastic to put the actual sofrito back into it. The next thing that I picked up was some achote molido. So it's basically annatto seeds, but like grinded up. And this is what I use in my like Puerto Rican recipes. I actually use something called sazon. So a sazon has this in that like mix. But what I was actually looking for was the actual seeds because I want to make like real achote, like oil, but I couldn't find any. So I'm gonna try it with this and we'll see how that goes. And if that works, I will share the recipe with you guys as well. The next thing that I picked up is a bag of white canela, white rice. This is the white rice that we normally use in like the Puerto Rican homes. I don't know about everybody, but in our family we like to use this one. But it's just another Goya rice brand. I actually don't eat a lot of rice. We normally don't eat rice or cook rice here in our home, but I wanted to make some arroz con gandules for you guys because a lot of you guys actually asked me for that recipe for the holidays. So that's another recipe video that I will be sharing with you guys very soon. You know, Goya just needs to honestly like sponsor me because look, another freaking Goya product. This is Marta Goya. So if you don't know what Marta is, it's basically a non-alcoholic malted beverage. Kind of reminds me of like a cream soda, but with like a stronger taste to it. And this is like a hit or miss with people. You either hate it or you love it. But I actually love it, and it's perfect to eat with like hot empanadillas. So I don't get this all the time, but when I'm making empanadillas, which I will be making this weekend, I need some malta to go with it. Now for some produce, I actually picked up 3 yams or sweet potatoes. They said yams, but they're basically sweet potatoes. So I'm gonna be making a sweet potato casserole dish for Thanksgiving. So that's what this is for. And yeah, they were pretty cheap and a pretty decent size. That's why I love the international store. They have really good prices for a lot of the stuff that would normally cost more and like categorized as exotic. Not that sweet potatoes are exotic, but like a lot of things that are exotic to the US, they overprice in most stores. Like at Kroger, they overprice like plantains and stuff, but at the international market, they sell them for a pretty affordable price. Speaking of plantains, I picked up some plátanos. So I got plátano maduros, so it's basically yellow plantains. And I'm gonna be making a pastelón. If you don't know what a pastelón is, it's basically like a plantain lasagna, and it has cheese in it, and it has like ground beef, and it's so good. So I actually want to make this for Thanksgiving. I want to switch things up because I normally use the same ingredients, same recipes for Thanksgiving. So I wanted to switch it up and make something that I don't really ever make. So I'll be making a pastelón with these. Then I got some green plantains. Yeah, tostones, jibarito sandwiches, mofongo. You can make so much with plantains. So if you're new to the plantain world, go pick some green ones up, go pick some yellow ones up, and try out a bunch of recipes because there's so many things that you can do with these things right here. Continuing with the produce, we have some lemongrass. So there's a restaurant here in town, and I think I've mentioned this a while ago, but it's called Pho Bin, and they're really famous for their lemongrass tofu. And I will never get to that level of their tofu recipe, but I feel like I can come pretty close or somewhat close to it. So I picked up some lemongrass. I've used lemongrass like one time before, and when I cut it up, it just was like really crunchy, and like I feel like I didn't cut it up properly and I didn't do what I had to do with it. So I'm gonna try it again, and if it works, I will share a recipe with you guys. But lemongrass tofu is so freaking good. If you guys can find it in your town, your city, go pick some up because it's just so good. And just Vietnamese people, man, they know what they're doing. So the next thing that I picked up is some cilantro. I'm not gonna take it out of the bag because I don't want it to get on my hands, but basically for my sofrito, so I picked up 2 bunches. I cannot find recao or culantro, so I just picked up 2 bunches of cilantro because you can omit the recao if you don't have it in your store. So I didn't find it today, so I'm just gonna omit it with some more cilantro. Also with the sofrito, you need a Spanish onion, so I'm gonna be using this whole thing to make my sofrito today. Another thing that goes into sofrito, and some people use it, I've actually never used it before, my family doesn't use it, but it's basically ají. So it's a pepper, like a sweet pepper. So my camera just cut off, so I don't know what I stopped saying or whatever. But basically this is ají, and it's a sweet pepper. So basically it's a sweet pepper, and it's really good, and I probably won't use all of them in my sofrito. So I'm gonna see what I can make with this. I'm gonna Google some recipes because I honestly have never used this in my life. And they were so cheap, they're only $1 for all of these peppers. So go to the damn international market and find some new things to try out. Now if you go to Sprouts, and if you're a fan of like if you're a fan of oyster mushroom po' boys, you will see that they have those like tiny boxes for like $3 or 2 something at Sprouts, Whole Foods, or wherever. If you go to the international market, you can buy yourself a big ass tray of it. Look how much I paid. $3.77. Like, y'all, I ain't playing no games. Like, you can use this to make so many things other than mushroom po' boys. Like, you can make some clam chowder. You can make some, I don't know, you can make a lot of recipes. So check out your international store. Don't sleep on them because they have everything. So I picked up 2 avocados. They sound to be good. This one feels like it's ready to eat. This one, not so much. So we'll wait on this one like a day or 2. But this one I think is ready to eat. And these are just delicious. So the next ingredient that I picked up are these chile poblano peppers. And I've actually never had like chile relleno, which is basically poblano peppers filled with like cheese and like soaked in like an egg, like washed, and you fry it, and it's just so good. Supposedly, because I never tried it, but it looks really good. So I was on Instagram yesterday and this wonderful Mexican vegan that I follow, I'm gonna link her down below, and also I'll show a picture of what her recipe looks like. So she posted a recipe video on it, and it looks super simple, so I'm gonna be making that this weekend, and I'm so excited, and I know Ariel's gonna love it because we love us some peppers. Next, for my sofritos, I picked up some red peppers and some green peppers. When I got there, it was pretty early, so they were running like pretty slim, and they didn't have too much, so I got what I could. I'll show you really quick. So basically, they just had these peppers left, and they weren't the prettiest, they weren't the ones that I normally would go for, but that's what they had. And then in here, I also just noticed that the cashier put this in here. So I got these things. I honestly forget what they're called. Rambutan? Something. I forget what it's called, but I'll put it on the screen. But basically, they look like these little hairy things, and they honestly look pretty scary, and I was scared to like pick them up. I thought they were gonna like prick me or something. So I saw these on Instagram the other day because this girl that I follow, she ordered a like box, like a sample box from this Instagram and business called Fruits and Roots. So they basically send you some really cool, like exotic, like Caribbean fruits from around like the Caribbean and like different countries. And this was on there. And she says that they taste like ganips, which is basically ganepas. So I'm interested into if that's actually true. So I'll be trying this out, and I will let you guys know if I actually like these. Alright, now the last bag. So this is like the frozen stuff. So I picked up some discos de Goya. You see, Goya, give me some money, Goya. Give me money. So basically, I'm gonna make some empanadillas. I'm having Friendsgiving this Sunday. So my friends requested empanadas that I make. So I'll be making that for them. The next thing that I picked up are these masa de yuca. So it's basically mashed up yuca or cassava, and it's basically the outside of the pasteles. If you guys saw my pasteles recipes, my grandma used this because it's so much easier than having to like boil this, peel it, and then like mash it up. So they actually do the work for you. So if you guys are interested in making pasteles, I highly suggest picking this up instead of having to peel, boil, and do all that work. That, I mean, if you really want to be sustainable, and do it. But for this, since I don't cook this a lot, I'm making my life easy. Alright, last but not least are banana leaves. So you need this in order to make your pasteles. You can make it actually with only wax paper, but this just really holds it together and helps it cook better. So yeah, I'm excited that I found this because it was only $1.99, and I was actually gonna get the fresh ones that were like near all the rest of the produce. That was like $5.99, and it was like per pound. So I got this one instead. It was in the frozen section. So if you go to the international market, check your frozen section because they have so many different things. Alright, there you guys have it. A quick grocery haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't hit subscribed already. Hit this video with that thumbs up button if you liked it. Make sure to follow me on all my social medias at lacomidadejeremie and lacomidadejeremie.com. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Love you. Be peaceful. Bye.